post it all the time. Welcome to Queen Stacy, Stacy. Welcome to Queen Stacy, Stacy.
Welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Today we are going to be doing like a little life update. Where have I been? Because I've been inactive. I haven't taken no pictures, done no TikToks. I've just been really busy. My life has been everywhere, and I just want to give you guys an update. Not more so like an explanation, because I've been wanting to let you guys in on my life a little bit more. And I'm not even gonna lie, I already did this video, but my dumbass put it in slow motion and I didn't realize, just like I did with my Miami vlog. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a little insight on what's been going on. Last time that you guys heard, I was moving to New York. So yeah, a lot has changed, and I feel like that's God, but we're gonna get into that. I'm just gonna get ready because I haven't been doing my makeup or anything. Sorry, I'm looking at myself, and yeah, bitch, tragic. But hi, princess. I just been really busy and just trying to figure out everything for myself, because girl, adulting is not fun, okay? It's not fun at all. We're gonna stay positive. We speak positive into the air so positive can happen. And yeah, let's get ready. Let's get cute, because I'm tired of looking ugly. I'm tired of feeling ugly. I need to take pictures and do something with myself, because girl, I'm getting my lashes done on Sunday, even though they look done, but I need to feel ASAP. Princess wants to come sit, so come on. Say hi first. Hi to mommy's friends. Girl, did you just burp in my face? Say hi. I want to be in mommy's lap. Wow. Okay, here's the demo. It's literally only 9:10 in the morning, so I'm starting early today because I actually want to edit it and just put it out for you guys as quick as I can, so I can start, you know, getting ideas of what I'm gonna do in here. I need to go get new makeup. Like, I don't have this shit. Literally, I have nothing. But at least, you know, one thing at a time. I got my nails done actually the day before yesterday because I was looking a hot mess. But that's just how moving be, literally. Where do I even start? Like, oh, I don't know where to start, bruh. So last time you guys knew, I was moving to New York. And I had went to New York for a little bit over a week. I toured places. I actually filmed all of that as well. Some of it was in slow motion, some of it wasn't. But I kind of changed my mind. Like, I edited the video and everything, but I just feel like there's no point of putting it out for real, because I'm not going there anymore. Surprise, surprise, yes, I'm not in New York. A lot of people have been DMing me like, did you move to New York? Did you move to New York? No. I changed my mind last minute, even after touring everything and finding a spot. Because, okay, so a lot of you guys know I'm from Philly. And Philly and New York really are not that far different from each other. It's very similar. My family lives in New York right now. We used to live in Philly, but they live in New York. And my dad and my mom really like it there. But I just feel like, you know, they built a little life for themselves there. They're not together. They have their own separate lives. But they both reside in New York. And that was one of the big reasons that I wanted to go. That was really, I'm not gonna say the only reason, but the most important reason to me. I don't know what was put into me that I should move to New York. I'm not even gonna say comfortable, because it's not good to be too comfortable where you are, but I feel as if I'm at peace where I am, if that makes sense. Like in Houston, it's not too much going on. Of course, there's always something happening, as in there's always something to do and stuff, but it's not too much going on like New York. And I knew that from the jump, of course. But just being in New York and like the vibes that I was getting, it just wasn't giving like homey vibes to me. And I was just feeling like after I like moved there, I was gonna regret it. And my mom, you know, she worked her ass off to get us out of Philly. Like, Philly was a really bad space. It wasn't the best place to be for me, especially for kids and shit. So my mom did her best to get us out of there. And I told myself when I left Philly, like, I'm never gonna come back to Philly. And me moving to New York really felt so similar. Like, I was moving backwards in life, and I did not like that at all. And then I kept telling myself, like, wow, I was there. Like, you know, it's gonna be good once you move here. You with your family, yada yada. And I just kept telling myself, like, you with your family, you with your family. And I kept asking God, like, God, give me some signs on what would be best for me, because once you get older, it's so hard to make big decisions like that. I'm quick to move. Everybody knows I'm quick to get up and leave. I have no problem with moving anywhere because it's like I have no kids. You know, I'm an army brat, so I have moved literally all my life. All my life I've been back and forth. Even if I move to a state, start my life, boom, next year, have to move again. So it's like I'm so used to just getting up and leaving and starting fresh. But something about New York just wasn't for me this year, honestly. And also I've been trying to get closer to God. So a big thing for me has been, you know, like God is coming soon. He is. And I kept telling myself, like, you need to be close to your family, cherish the moments that you have with them. And I don't know if that was like the devil trying to change my life around and making me make impulsive decisions, because no matter where I'm at, I always visit my family. And no matter where I'm at, my relationship with God is always growing. I don't know, I'm not the most spiritual person ever, and I'm not the best Christian in the world. You know, I make mistakes, but I've been trying to do better with myself and build my relationship with God, because I do believe we're in the end of times. As crazy as it sounds to some, I do believe that, you know, the world is getting crazy, and a lot of people say we're in the book of Revelation. So that was another big thing that was like on my mind heavy, but I kept telling myself, like, that's fear, and the devil feeds off of fear, so I can't be scared. I remember when COVID started, I was going to church really heavy, and the pastor had said something to me that really stuck with me, and it was like, if you're afraid that the end of times is coming soon, that means that you know in your heart you're not ready. That should be a happy moment for you. And that really hit me hard, because it's like, it doesn't matter where I'm at. As long as my relationship with God is growing, it doesn't matter where I move, you know. It just depends on me and what I'm doing wherever I'm at. So I decided to stay in Houston, and I did tour a lot of places here in Houston. I wasn't a fan of a lot of them because the high rise that I live in now is so nice, and the prices are really good. And I was only open to paying a little bit more than what I was already paying, because in New York the prices were over $4,000 wherever I was gonna go. It didn't matter, it was gonna be $4,000. That's without bills, without anything. So I told myself, don't go too high over your limit, because, you know, people are always telling me, like, you should get a house for that price, yada 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 yada. I'm not ready for a house, okay? I like my high rise. I like the security that comes with living in an apartment. And my building is very secure. Nobody can just come upstairs. They always have to call me first. And it's just a lot of things that I like within the community that I'm living in. So I ended up still touring other apartments, of course, just to weigh my options. I even toured some good townhomes, but like, it's just me. Like, I live with just my dog, and me and Dion have talked about living together, but we like our space, and I want him to have his first place by himself, not like living with someone, because I think that everyone should experience that before moving in with anyone. Like, I think that you should get your own apartment first and experience that. Like, I have friends that have gotten straight into relationships and then boom, live with each other, and didn't have that space to live by themselves and know what it feels like to wake up every day by yourself and have that routine and live for you, and, you know, still see your partner still comes, visits you. If you guys live in the same state, it's even easier. You know, you can visit each other's homes, and it's something different about like hosting a place and it's yours, if that makes sense. I think it's just nice. It feels nice, and I want him to have that experience for himself before we do move in with each other. So we have agreed on, you know, just taking our time with things. I stayed in my same building, but I moved up to the penthouse floor. But yeah, I actually just made my life easier. And mind you, before I give you guys the explanation of how I moved upstairs, I actually was touring hella. I toured so many apartments, so many townhomes, and I do have a video of all of them. But the day of my move, which was the 23rd of this month, I had applied at a place. I paid like $1,425 to apply at this other high rise. And to get into the apartment that I'm in now, I had to pay a really high deposit, and it was like $5,100 and something, which is okay with me because you get that back, and I always turn my apartments in how they should be. But this other place, I applied on like a Thursday, and I was calling that whole week, calling. I could never reach the office, And I was just like, oh yeah, like this is already bad. Like I could never reach nobody in the office. The building I'm at now, I could call downstairs to the concierge and be like, can I get transferred to the office? Boom, they transfer me quick. Any maintenance issue, I call or I place an order online, like on a portal, boom, they're coming the next day. It's actually a new building, so it only had 20% occupancy, and I'm guessing they just had like a lot of people trying to get into there. But right when I called and told them that I wanted to cancel the application, and they keep 425 of it, they give you 1,000 back. But I called and told them that I wanted to cancel the application, boom, boom, boom. They sent me an email after I called about canceling it, talking about we will accept you into this apartment, but your deposit is gonna be really high. So I keep reading the email and I get to the bottom and they're talking about some 8,700 something for a deposit. You thought your building was made of gold, bitch? No. I was like, I'm not paying that much. I paid 5,000 here. When you move out of a place, it takes about a month to get your deposit back. Send a check to your next apartment. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, are y'all crazy as hell? Did y'all really think I was about to pay almost $9,000 just for a deposit? And then I have to pay first month's of rent from whenever I moved in, which would be prorated. So I was gonna have to pay $9,000 in a deposit plus prorated rent for the 1 week that I'm really there, like what, 10 days or something like that. And then I had to pay my first month's of rent on the first. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, y'all are bugging out. Let me stop cussing, but y'all are bugging. Like, literally bugging. I'm not paying that. And then one of the townhomes, well, I toured like literally 10 of them. But my favorite one that I applied to, they accepted me. But I was just like, do I want to live in a townhome? Maybe I'll insert the videos in here, or I'll do another video of Houston tours or whatever. The townhomes were really nice, but they were huge. They were like 3 to 4 stories high. And like I said, I live with just Princess, so that was just a lot for me. And I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm about to have to get security all over my house because I'm not about to play that shit. First of all, just know Texas is legal to carry. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I just wasn't feeling that big ass crib for myself right now. The one that I saw was so nice too. It had 3 bedrooms and a study, and it had a garage, it had a top roof or whatever, and I could still kind of see the downtown view. It was like outside of downtown, but yeah, the space was just getting me. Like, it was a lot of space, and it was way cheaper than my apartment now, and even the apartment that I was living in before this. Well, I'm not gonna say way cheaper because bills would probably be way higher due to the fact that it's 4 stories. So you always have to put everything into consideration. Like, I might be paying, okay, so my last apartment I was paying $3,400, you know, my bills and stuff with everything together. I think my bills every month come up to like almost $6,000 a month, but that's like including everything. Like, well, my car is mine, so I don't have a car no, but my car insurance, health insurance, phone, dental, what else? Like my Shopify, that includes rent, gas, electricity, water, and all that good stuff. With my home alone, I was really just paying like the $3,400 plus my electricity was not that high every month, so that was good. But imagine when I'm living in a townhome, my rent may be like $3,100, which was the price of that home that I was looking at. It may be that price, but I feel like when you're living in a home, you're wasting way more electricity than in an apartment. So my bills was probably gonna be way higher anyways there, even though the rent was cheaper. So you just have to weigh out everything. Excuse me. And where was I at? See, I just be talking in circles. I'll be forgetting what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, I ended up moving up to the penthouse floor here in my other apartment, and I really like it. Hold on, Nina's calling me. Hello. Oops. Okay. Sorry, y'all. When my friend call, I'm gonna answer. I don't care what time it is. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, more of the story, more of this whole thing is that follow your heart. Follow your heart, and if things don't feel all the way right, don't do it. Because I just kept trying to find like the good in me moving there, and all I could think of really was my family. And you know, we're older now. Like, of course I would love to live next to my family again, but for that to be the only thing that's really like bringing me there was just not enough for me. You know what, another thing that really blew me about visiting New York and just like thinking about living there was, first of all, around the area that I wanted to move to and like around where my dad lives and stuff, there's no Walmart. There's no Walmart. Like, okay, Target cool and all, but I need a Walmart. Like, what the fuck? There's no Walmart. Everything is way more expensive. Way more expensive. Like, I went to Walgreens to buy nasal spray because I couldn't breathe. The nasal spray was literally $30. The same nasal spray that I get here in Texas for like 10, 15, $30. And I was just thinking to myself, like, everything is more expensive. Not just the rent, everything. And like, that shit not gonna break my pockets and shit, but it's like I'm gonna be spending way more, and I'm gonna have to be, you know, no. Just trying to weigh out like pros and cons of living there. And I don't know, maybe I was just trying to make an impulsive quick decision of moving there, but thank God that I have a very supportive family, because I literally changed my mind last minute. Of course, my mom and my dad were very excited that I was moving closer to them, but it was just like not for me. It's just not for me, at least not right now. I'm not saying that I would never move to New York, like ever, but just right now is not the right time for me. And who knows where I would end up. Like, you feel me? Like I said, I'm young, no kids, I can move wherever. And I just really have to think about where I want to move. Just stop, you know, doing shit. Because just like Houston, I barely knew anything about Houston before I moved here, like at all. I visited Houston one time, and that was to tour the apartments. And I was stuck in Kansas. I was just not doing nothing with my life, barely. I had started a little business and stuff, so that was entertaining. But like in Kansas, what is there in Kansas? You feel me? Like, fuck, there's nothing in Kansas. Every time I tell somebody I used to live in Kansas, they be like, tap your feet, maybe you go back, or just stupid shit like that. So that's why I decided to just get up and move to Houston, because a lot of my supporters were from here, and I heard a lot of good stuff about Houston. So I ended up just one day, stopped doubting myself, looked for apartments, found the apartment locator here in Houston, came, toured like over 12 apartments, and I ended up just picking one. I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know no one in Houston, like not a single soul, literally. I didn't even know where I picked my apartment. It was in the Heights, of course. Now I know. But like when I did pick my apartment, I had no clue where I was standing. It was right by a Walmart, literally right across the street from a Walmart. I used to live in Heights West End. If you guys are interested in moving to Houston and you guys want something like cheap in a good area, my apartment had a 2-bedroom. I was paying $25 with bills, I believe, which is not bad for real. It wasn't a high rise, it was a mid rise. I was on the 3rd floor, but it was like higher up, so it didn't feel like I was dummy low to the ground. And I had like a little city view. The Walmart and like the shopping centers were right in front of me, so it was very convenient to live right there. I just got up one day and just moved, like started a new life for myself. And when I did move to Houston, I grew so much just by myself, being focused. Have y'all ever seen the post where it'd be like, take 6 months, or it's like 6 months or 9 months or something like that, to yourself and watch how much you grow? That is a fact. When I moved here, like I said, I didn't know nobody. I didn't know where I was at. I wasn't going out. I wasn't going out to eat. I wasn't doing nothing because I didn't know anyone. So it was just me, solo dolo with Princess. And that really forced me to work hard. When I moved to Houston, I probably had like 200K on TikTok, like 200, something like that. When I moved to Houston, I was locked in, making videos every day, making content like crazy. And by the end of that year, I was at 1 million on TikTok. And like, I worked my ass off, no cap. I was saying Houston don't owe me nothing, but I feel like I could juice out Houston a little bit more. I'm trying to think what else to tell you. Really just follow your heart and do whatever you desire to do, because we only have one life and the life is yours. Can nobody make decisions for you? Yeah, I always like hearing other opinions from people, but I always follow my heart. I always try to do what is best for me. And honestly, at the end of the day, talk to God. He's always going to answer and guide you in the right direction. I need to do something to this hair, boy. And another thing with me, like right now, like I said, I've been trying to get closer to God. And I've been trying to figure out, like, you know, I talk to God, but how do I listen to him? If that makes sense. I can be like, God, please guide me in the right direction. Tell me if I'm making a mistake, or show me if I'm making a mistake. Is this the right place for me? Is this the right move for me to make? And sometimes I stay stuck like, okay, now I just have to listen. how can I pick up on his response to what I just prayed about or what I just talked to him about? But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, really trying to build my relationship with the Lord and just kind of ease away from the life that I'm used to living, because I said we only live one life and it's yours, but you gotta live it right, you feel me? I've been using blush lately more and I really like it. I like the pinkish look. I even be putting blush on when I don't do my makeup. Yo, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my life right now, because I know a lot of people think that I did end up moving to New York. I don't know if I want to do an apartment tour, to be honest. Maybe when it's like fully furnished, I'll do an apartment tour for you guys. I'll definitely probably do like a beauty room makeover, because I want to do something totally different in here. As you can tell, it's very plain. The apartment that I live in now is basically a 3-bedroom apartment. I have my little beauty room, and now I can have my office in there to start my business back up. I'm just excited to see what this year brings for me, what God brings for me. I just want to be positive about everything. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I barely recorded anything. That's how crazy my life has been the last few weeks. So for the move and everything, I really didn't record much of me packing. Everything was just everywhere. The last thing that I was worried about was picking up the camera. And I've been trying to sell my couch and my bed for so long, because I want to do a different colorway in my house. And right now I can't because of that. What should I do to my hair? I think I'm gonna just straighten it. I'm trying to think of what else to update you guys on. And I did my makeup so early. What the fuck? At least I'm ready for the day. I'm actually happy that I moved to the top floor, because I didn't have to pay a brand new deposit. I didn't have to pay nothing but the first month's rent. I just transferred apartments, so that saved me money. I don't care how much money I make or how much money I have or none of that. Like, I'm always gonna be cheap. That shit hurt. Not cheap, but I'm always gonna try to save as much money as I can. The temperature on my camera getting high. What the hell am I gonna do to this hair? It's just been doing its own thing. I had braids in, but I took them out because we had put synthetic hair in, and I don't fuck with that. Brush it and just sleep. I'm not going nowhere right now, so there's no reason to straighten. I'm just gonna leave my hair like this because I don't want to do nothing sweat. I think my makeup looks cute though. Am I missing anything? White liner. What else can I update you guys on? That's really it. That's all there is to my life right now. I'm just settling back in so that I can start making as much content as I can for you guys. I really want to decorate in here. I want to do like a different vibe, because the last couple apartments I've had kind of been like the same vibe. So I want to do like dark colors in here maybe. And now I have like more wall space in here to do shit. I just want to do something nice so you guys are not always seeing the same thing back to back. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Do what you desire to do. Just follow your heart, pray about things, weigh your pros and cons out, and just try to make the best decision for yourself, not for people around you. Lately, I just been trying to get away from the life that I have been living, because I feel like it's not serving me. I just been trying to grow spiritually and just try to focus on things that will help me continue to grow, and not just things that I enjoy or that I have fun doing. Before my camera rudely, very much rudely interrupted me because it overheated, I was saying that, damn, what the fuck was I saying? I was saying that, y'all, it's okay to miss out. Like, it is okay to miss out. I know so many people that just say yes, 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 yes to everything. Any trip, going out, even going out to eat, it's okay to miss out. It's okay to say no. A lot of people just want to be in the mix, and you so much in the mix that you missing out on yourself. You're not taking care of what needs to be taken care of at home, or you're not taking care of yourself emotionally, physically. And I just feel like it's important to focus on yourself. It's okay to build yourself. It's okay to go missing for a little bit. Focus on what's gonna help you grow. And when I say take care of yourself, I mean whether it's working out, whether it's eating better, whether it's praying and getting closer to God, or educating yourself. Because once you graduate high school and you don't go to college, anything that you learn is up to you. So read that book. And I'm taking my own advice. I'm learning as well. Everything is a process, and don't overwhelm yourself. If you feel like your life is just everywhere, setting a routine for yourself is going to be #1 thing. Setting up a schedule, waking up at a certain time. I'm telling you, once you're organized and you set a schedule, your days are going to go by like this, and you're just going to feel so accomplished. I hope I answered any questions that you guys have been asking. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time in my next video.